What's going on? It's your girl Tina, and I am back with another video for you all today. So, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be discussing MJs Meltdowns, and I'm also going to give you some information like the definition of what a meltdown is and what we do to help him try to calm down, or at least for them to try to reduce the amount of time that he stays in that state of mind. Okay. All right, so first I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the definition of a meltdown, because a lot of people confuse them with a temper tantrum, and that is not the case. Not the case with someone that has autism anyway. All right, but yeah, I'm going to give you the definition, which I got from the National Autistic Society, their website. So it's autism.org, but of course I'm going to share the link down below for you all so that you can check it out and read up on it for yourselves. But they describe a meltdown as an intense response to overwhelming situations, okay? And so it basically what happens is that, they get overwhelmed, of course, and they just completely lose control in their behavior, okay? And it can be verbally, and it could also be physically, or it could be a combination of both. So, particularly with MJ, it's both. He loses control verbally and physically. So verbally being that, and they typically happen, they start in the morning when he wakes up. Rarely does he get up and it's okay. So yeah, when he gets up in the mornings, it doesn't start as soon. Sometimes it does start as soon as he wakes up. And sometimes he'll be up for like an hour and then it starts, okay? And then you have rarely those mornings where he'll be fine, But typically when they do occur, what happens is he starts off by crying, and he's just crying and crying. We'll give him something to drink, something to eat. He's been to the bathroom, but he starts crying, and then all of a sudden the crying turns into screaming, and the screaming is very loud. He gets really loud with it. He screams at the top of his lungs, and then the screaming can turn into him biting himself, pulling his hair, and then he can start. When it gets really, really intense, he'll get to the point where he'll hit anything around him. Like he'll start hitting the walls, and he'll hit any objects around him. Now, he'll bang on them, not necessarily saying that he'll knock things off the wall, but he'll like hit the wall, and he'll hit like a table next to him, or he'll hit the bed. But yes, you guys, and this could last for up to an hour. Sometimes it'll last longer, okay? But it's like I said, it can get pretty intense. And me and my husband, we're still trying to find different ways to help him relax in that state, because honestly we don't know what is triggering the meltdowns, okay? But we're trying to, like I said, find ways to help him not stay in that state of mind for so long. And one of the things that we have done, of course, we have gone to YouTube. I just had it up. Okay, I had some notes up here. Okay, because I'm using my tablet. But yes, we went to YouTube, and we went under autism calming music was what we searched under. And then we go to the one that is called 2 Hours of Gentle Lullabies, okay, for babies. Yeah, I know it says for babies, but it helps him, okay? Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, so sometimes we'll put it on, and I'll just give you a little clip of what it sounds like. I hope you can hear it. Let me put it a little closer. Okay, so and along with the music, there's also images. They're very pretty and colorful images that are popping up on the screen. And so sometimes, he'll cry and then he'll sit there and he'll listen to the music and he'll look at the images on the screen and he'll slowly start to calm down. And then at other times, it doesn't help. But either way it goes, we still put it on. Because sometimes it just helps us too to stay a little calm during the situation. So we will still put that on even if it doesn't help him. That's where we start with the music first, and then we'll take his weighted blanket. He has a blue weighted blanket that we ordered off of Amazon. And I'll remember next time I'll probably do a separate video for that. But yes, and just show you what the blanket looks like. But yes, we take his weighted blanket and we'll lay it on top of him, and then we'll give him a big hug, and we'll squeeze him, making sure that his hands is by his side so that way he's not constantly trying to pull his hair or bite himself. And yes, he'll scream. He's going to scream in your ear and he's going to cry really loud. But they say that the pressure that you give them from those big bear hugs can help them to calm down, is what we've researched online. So and that sometimes works, sometimes it takes a while before it does work. Like I said, it can last anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes even longer. Okay. But yeah, I just felt like it was important to just share with you all, because I'm always talking about the meltdowns, but I've never described them or, giving you all any information on them. So I felt like this was the perfect month to do that. MJ did not want to be in the video, but of course I know you can hear him in the background. He's clapping and everything. But yes, he had one of those this morning. But yeah, we're adjusting to it. You know what I mean? We're used to it by now because he's been doing it for ever since he's turned. They started around, oh gosh, I think it was about 4 or 5. When he's about 4 or 5, that's when the meltdowns started. Yeah. I want to say about 4 or 5. Okay. But yeah, you guys. So if you have any more questions for me, just leave them down in the comment section below. If you have any tips for us that works for your child, please leave those down in the comments, because anything will help. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. But as always, until the next one, if it ain't excellent, it's irrelevant. Until next time.